best of treatment. And this facility is the only one we have in Africa for now.
A lot of hope, a lot of faith, and it brings healing.
Today being Friday, 31st January, and this 2025, and to see to the completion of this project at exactly 13 months from now, as promised by the project management.
The Armed Forces of Nigeria, under the leadership of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Agwabi Musa OFR, Nigeria's Minister of Defense, Badaru Abubakar CON, performed a groundbreaking ceremony of the Invictus Center for the Armed Forces of Nigeria, which marked another significant step in the nation's journey towards providing the strength of the armed facility that will aid rehabilitation and comprehensive care for brave men and women, soldiers and veterans who have endured physical and psychological wounds in the line of duty.
Welfare and well-being of our troops. We've been fighting insurgency for 16 years now. We've had a number of casualties, and it's our intention that we use this edifice to look after our casualties, because we know the moral aspect, which is very critical to those still serving, but they are always very critical as how do we handle those that are injured. Now, this facility, you've seen how massive it is. It shows our commitment to ensuring that we give them the best of treatment. And this facility is the only one we have in Africa for now, and we want to take advantage of it to bring in all those that were wounded, to give them succor, to give them a second chance. This will facilitate their healing process, both physically and psychologically, which is very, very critical. So we are very happy that this is coming up, and we are sure that in 13 months this will be ready. So we're looking forward to that, so that every Nigerian will be proud of this place, and our troops will continue to give them their best for the sake of Nigeria.
Honestly, I feel very good and very fulfilled, because with this project, it gives most of us, the wounded soldiers, a lot of hope, a lot of faith, and it brings healing into our life, because with this project, we know that we, the wounded soldiers, are fully remembered and also recognized in our country.
The Invictus games have helped me in a different ways. It has helped me to recover from my injury mentally, emotionally, and physically. So today I do things that I don't normally do before. I don't think I can be able to do when I got injured. For example, I've not ever been in sport before, but it was after I got injured I started participating in sport in the Invictus games. To the extent I was the first African gold medalist at the Invictus games. The first time we competed in Germany. So
this initiative started when the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Agwabi Musa, invited the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to Nigeria. The Invictus Center is a beacon of hope and resilience dedicated to the rehabilitation of wounded, injured, and sick, wounded in service soldiers. This center aims to reintegrate these brave individuals back into service or society through a comprehensive circle that includes medical treatment, recovery, and the transformative power of sports. The groundbreaking ceremony of the Invictus Center for the Armed Forces of Nigeria took place at the Muhammadu Buhari Cantonment, Giri, Abuja, which stands as a pioneering institution dedicated to the comprehensive care of soldiers.
Also create some sort of healing for the veterans. On the overall, we also have sporting facilities. We have the 8-lane track and field court there. We have the tennis court. We have the handball. We have basketball here, along with many other facilities.
In his remarks, the special guest of honor, the Honorable Minister of Defense, emphasized that The initiative aims at providing strength to the armed facility that will aid rehabilitation as a psychological component of officers, soldiers, and veterans of the armed forces of Nigeria.
Today, we are not just breaking grounds for building, we are laying the foundation for hope, dreams, future healing, and restoration as well. Sports play a critical role in our society. It unites and empowers individuals as well as fosters a sense of belonging at all levels. The center is the first of its kind in Africa. It's an initiative aimed at providing a state-of-the-art facility that will aid rehabilitation and psychological recovery of the wounded, injured, sick officers and soldiers and veterans of the armed forces of Nigeria. Our soldiers are the pillars of our nation's security and freedom. They face unimaginable challenges, both on international battlefields and here at home. Some return with both visible and invisible scars, and many with sacrifices that cannot be measured.
The chief host, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Agwabi Musa, in his remarks says, the Invictus Center is designed to offer innovative rehabilitation programs by experts in military medicine and psychology.
The Invictus Center is thus designed to offer innovative rehabilitation programs for experts in military medicine and psychology. These programs will focus on holistic recovery, addressing both physical injuries sustained during service as well as mental health issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder. The center will therefore serve as a sanctuary where our soldiers and veterans can receive medical treatment and psychological support tailored to their unique medical challenges. The choice of this location took cognizance of the strategic disposition of existing landmarks, including the presence of military facilities, sufficient space for future expansion, and proximity to the airport. Accordingly, this location will enable challenged individuals from outside the Federal Capital Territory to easily access the facility without having to go through the city center. Equally, this center will not operate in isolation but partner with our other medical facilities, non-governmental organizations, and other internal bodies dedicated to veteran affairs. With these partnerships, we will create an environment that promotes understanding, compassion, and support for those who have sacrificed so much. I appreciate the effort of the past service chiefs, especially General Irabo, who muted this PTSD center as has started the construction. We want to assure him that we're going to leverage on that to ensure that this is completed. As we perform this groundbreaking ceremony, let it symbolize not just buildings, but a sanctuary of hope, healing, and empowerment for our wounded, injured, and sick personnel.
A representative of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to Nigeria noted that the Invictus Games Foundation has had a long friendship with Nigeria, started in 2021 when it was invited for a fundraising event.
The idea was to scope the potential for Nigeria to join the international community of Invictus, and after 2 years we were incredibly pleased and honoured to welcome Nigeria as the first African nation in the Invictus international community. This is an important milestone in the journey for improving recovery and rehabilitation for those who serve Nigeria. A journey that the Invictus Games Foundation is pleased to continue to walk with you.
He therefore presented an honor coin to the special guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Defense, which, according to him, is distributed all over the world to friends of the Invictus movement who have performed greatly to advance the Invictus spirit. Spy TV News report that the design philosophy of the Invictus Center embraces the rich cultural heritage of Nigeria, integrating traditional architectural forms with modern innovations. The Invictus Center will include a sport complex attached to the clinic which is a key to recovery of the wounded in service. This will enable them to take part in adaptive sport such as seated volleyball, wheelchair basketball, rowing, swimming, powerlifting, wheelchair rugby, archery, track and field, cycling, and table tennis. This sport help the wounded in service recover quicker and also bring confidence to newly wounded soldiers who come to the hospital for the first time. The Invictus Center, Abuja, Nigeria, will surely become one of the latest legacies of the Renewed Hope agenda, and of course it is expected to be completed in 13 months. Olayemi Eson, for Spy TV.
The engineer has spoken. We will support him.